And now, Deborah Kobylt.
Thanks so much, Kurt, for that introduction. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in to our Little Italy of Los Angeles podcast. And on the phone with us right now is my friend, Bruno Serato. Thanks for being here, Bruno.
Buongiorno, buongiorno. Viva la pasta,
Buongiorno.
viva l'Italia.
Viva Italia. We've got a lot to talk about. So Bruno is a well-established, amazing chef and founder of the Anaheim White House restaurant, and also the Caterina's Club, which was named after his late mother, Caterina, where he feeds literally thousands of young kids every day who are homeless, who are somewhat impoverished. And he does a lot more, so we're going to get into that. He's also came here from Italy many years ago. We're going to get into that story as well. Thank you. I'm so excited to have you on, Bruno.
Well, thank you. It's excited for me too. But Svanity today is in a religious point of view is like a San Caterina of Siena, the protector of Italy. And my mom was named after her. And today is the holy day of San Caterina di Siena. And she's the protection of Italian. And I feel like perfect thing to be involved together in interview, protecting Mama, protecting people with the virus, protecting everybody else, not only the Italian people, but the world.
That's beautiful, actually. And you're right. What a beautiful, I would say, coincidence, but there's no coincidence. She's protecting you. She's protecting Italy. She's protecting all of us. That's really beautiful. So we'll have a good interview. Let's talk a little bit about now. I mean, look, you've been named, one of the 10 heroes of the year from CNN. You've been knighted by the Italian government. The Pope has recognized you. I mean, Bruno, all because of what you've done and your charitable work with the kids where you're located. So tell me a little bit about Caterina's Club and what you've been doing in particular since COVID-19 to help the community.
Well, yeah, I mean, like you mentioned, I've been recognized around the world. I do speech all over the world. I've done Brazil, Dubai. I went to the Vatican, obviously with Pope Francis, the United Nations. But all the awards, which I've maybe received 2,000 of them, they're all dedicated to my mom and to the kids. Mama Caterina, because she's the one, then exactly 15 years ago, when she flew from Verona, my hometown in Italy, to California to visit me, we went to a Boys Girls Club. It was April 18, 2005. I mean, our anniversary was just 10 days ago. 15 years anniversary, Caterina's Club was founded. With the mama, she's a saint herself, I do believe. One day she's going to be a saint because everything I do on her passion and love and faith. And we went to the Boys Girls Club, and there were a little kid eating potato chips, something normal and kids can do. But the director that day said, no, Bruno, that could be his only dinner. I said, why? So we have a lot of family which are on the poverty line, live in a motel room, Section 8. I mean, tonight he could go home and maybe don't even have dinner. I translate in Italian to mom because she does not speak English. And first thing she said as an Italian mom, which loves children, she said, why don't you feed him pasta? And that's not the first day. Just with one simple word from an Italian mom. Feed the kid pasta. I mean, it doesn't take too long to understand what I mean, right? Because if you go to Italy, if you go to somebody's home, mom is there, grandma is there, they will say, mangia, 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 mangia. That's what
and all day, it's a mangia, 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 an Italian home, of course. So mama said, Bruno, feed the kids, and you took the challenge on, right? So you went back to the Anaheim White House restaurant. What'd you do?
Yeah, and we went, my mom and I went there, went to the kitchen, cooked pasta, bring to the club that day. After 1 hour or two, everybody eat, the kids enjoy, love it, they went home. But it didn't stop there. Because with my mom, it's like, well, what happened the next day? And the day after? Then I did the day after, the day after, the day after. We've been doing that for 15 years, every single day, Monday to Friday.
But let's talk about how many kids you feed, Bruno, Monday through Friday. Because it's a little astonishing. People are going to say, wait, what? Go ahead.
Okay, the original, we used to do 200-300 kids a day. Okay, they go up to there. after I got picked up by CNN, top CNN hero, a lot of people saw me and asked for more help. Before the coronavirus happened, I mean, a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, we were at 5,000 plates of pasta every single day.
You know, Bruno, I've said this to you before. I can hardly get dinner on the table. I'd love to know how you're feeding 5,000 plates of pasta a day. It's a miracle.
I know a lot of people are kind of overwhelmed for the number, but I say it's not that difficult. Why? We're serving pasta in 90 locations, 30 cities. Think about 30 cities, 90 locations around Orange County, LA County. We have one in San Bernardino County, one in San Diego County, and like I said, Long Beach and LA County, right? I mean, we start early in the morning, before coronavirus, there are a couple of guys, 3-4 people in the kitchen. And we used to cook like 200-300 pounds of pasta every single morning. And that one, when it's cooked, we prepare the tomato. We also cook chicken because I wanted the kids to get the full nutrient meal. What I mean, they get the carb from the pasta, the fiber from the tomato and vegetable, then we blend it together, and the chicken, then we roast it, cut in small pieces, mix it in the pasta, then we have the full meal. I mean, we have like 4, 5, 6 people in the kitchen cooking all day long to prepare that. We put them in a container they call hot box. They stay hot for 6 hours, but we'll get like 30, 40, 50 of them. We get 2 vans plus some extra driver, and we have all the driver who's coming to the restaurant. My 2-3 driver, they go to certain location. So we go all the way down to San Clemente, Long Beach, Buena Park, Newport, Irvine, then we go to other places. But we also have some club who send their own van, pick up the pasta in my restaurant. I mean, it's like between 8 to 9 hours, we preparing 5,000 meals of pasta to the kids for years. Coronavirus come. I don't stop. I was scared. I said, what are we going to do? Can we still be in the kitchen and cooking? I was very, very concerned about the safety. Can I do that? Do I like bring virus to the club? Well, some boys girls club closed down the club.
Right, the facility.
And that really disappointed me big time. Why you closing your boys girls club today than we needed the most today? I mean, I was really, really upset. I was like, no way, I will not do that. I want to be on the front line and everything. And I got my crew, the Caterina's crew. I said, okay, well, let's call all the people, the ones that are open. Thank God some clubs are open. One of the Anaheim is open 2-3 days a week. Long Beach, big one, there's 10 locations. So now, Bruno, we need it. I mean, I was really on the front line with my crew, and more people start to call us and say, please, can we get some help from you? Please. I mean, the one who closed, too bad and sad. The one who closed don't deserve any support because they closed the door when they needed the most. The kids.
Yeah, but I think they had to for help, you know, because of the health.
The first week, yes. After that, no. Because matter of fact, what we do to certain club, boys, girls club, we deliver the pasta. We don't go inside. We leave them outside of the door. They pick it up. They clean it. They pick it inside. And with the safety issue is taken care. My crew do not go without mask, without glove, without cleaning the shoes in the container. I mean, you can do it if you want. I mean,
I've also seen, sorry, Bruno, but I've also seen people literally driving up and you're giving them the food, right? You've got on masks, you've got on gloves, you've got on everything. Where are you doing that? So now word is out everywhere that
everywhere.
People are
we do that on Tuesday. We do the Boys Girls Club Manzanita in Anaheim. The director, my friend, as you know, Anaheim was the first facility, the first pasta, the first cake. They said, Bruno, we do drive-through. I said, well, it's good. At least I can cook my pasta and give to the people. That means I go on Tuesday, we're there for, I think from 2 afternoon, drive come at 3 till 5, and we give a 2, 3, 4 containers of pasta per family. I mean, when I give 2 of them, is to serve 6 people.
So how many total are you serving now since COVID-19?
Right now, okay, let's give us some good number. Before I was cooking 1,000 pounds of pasta a week. Now I cook 8,000 pounds of pasta a week.
Plus, you're making the pasta, you're making the sauce, you're making the chicken, you're putting it in the tins and sealing it and delivering it. That's a lot of people. I don't know how you do it. How big is your crew? And how are you affording to do this, Bruno?
Okay, well, Caterina is a foundation. I receive
Right.
donation all year long. And I mean, we do the gala, we have a pasta-thon, and K5, 6, 4 a.m. is a big radio. They give us our biggest fundraiser with pasta at the end of December. I mean, I have the purpose. So when do you get the pasta? I say, well, I do with the K5, the biggest pasta-thon of the year. We collect
That's beautiful.
100,000 pounds of pasta. Without that, I couldn't do it. But thank God we have that. We have the tomato sauce. I mean, with all of this, in donation during the year from my gala event, the speech, donation online, we have the money, then I can pay the crew to work, because the crew for Caterina's club need to be paid. They work full time.
It's incredible, but Bruno, this has not been your only setback. You've had many. Another one was, what was it, 2 years ago? Oh, my heart broke. Your Anaheim White House restaurant that you built since the day you got here, right? You started as a busboy and you ended up owning the restaurant. It burned down to the ground. My heart broke when I saw you crying. None of us knew what to do, but we all kicked into gear, raised money, and you were up and running again. I think the next week you were already feeding kids, right? Come on.
Like the day the restaurant was on fire on February 4, 2017. On February 5th, 2017, I was serving the kids.
Wow.
I never stopped during the fire, even the day after. Corona, the same thing too. The next day, I was on the phone with Caterina's crew. Okay, everybody shut down. Where are they open and we can feed the kids? On Friday, just to give an example, last Friday, we did one of the last drive-through, because if I open on food to go, I cannot do the rest anymore. I would have to go somewhere. We do drive-through on the parking lot of the restaurant. I opened the gate at 2:30 in the afternoon. 270 cars lined up to come to the parking lot of the restaurant. It's an average of 4, 5, 6 people, 8 people per family per car. I mean, we feed them cooked pasta, uncooked pasta. I give them 3 pounds of flour that they can bake at home. I have a line-aged company which gave me some frozen pizza a week ago. Panini, Kobylt gave me some sandwich to take them home. I take everything that people give to me. In fact, this Friday is the last one I do at the restaurant. I ordered 600 pizza from 00 Pizza in Huntington Beach. I called the guy, he gave me an amazing deal because he knows what I do. So give me 600 pizza, then I can feed 600 people just with the pizza alone. But I'm going to get 600 containers of pasta. In 2 hours, then you have 1,200 meals in 2 hours alone at the restaurant. Without counting, somebody called me, line-age, say, Bruno, do you want some crab? I mean, crab is not cheap, right? He said, I have 3,000 pounds of crab. I say, yes, bring them to the restaurant. I'm going to put them on single bag and give to each family. And obviously, they don't have that every day, but when people have something, they have to get rid of it, or because they can't sell it anymore.
They call you. They call
me. And even if I don't do the drive-through, all my driver, when they go to all those locations, I give the food and get donated to me, to them, to deliver to facility. That's the reason we feed so many people.
We're very excited about the Little Italy, Los Angeles, which is located down in San Pedro, which is all Long Beach, the whole district, because it's really honoring the authenticity of Italian people like you and Italian Americans like all of us, which is very exciting. I want to hear a little bit about your story briefly about when you came over, because I know you came over just like a lot of people with just a couple of $100 in your pocket, right?
More than today.
Yeah, more than because you're giving it all away, Bruno. But why? Because you had a dream, or Mama told you to come? What was the reason why you came?
No, it's my background. Mom and Dad, my grandfather, the father of Mama Caterina, was a shepherd. During World War II, war destroyed no food, worse than today. People come to my grandfather, ask for milk and cheese from the sheep. always say yes. My grandfather was well known that when he died, they said the funeral was thousands of people because he always gave free food to poor people. Not much cheese and milk, but then it was a big deal. In 51, mom and dad left to France to start a family, to work the farmland because they didn't have any job in Italy. They pick up beets and potatoes for 15 years. They have 7 children. That means 7 kids pick up beets and potatoes. They could afford it to a family, right? But to have 7 children, and I keep saying, then they didn't have any protection, and kids were just born every year, right? But I had the people, I still remember, they give clothes to my mom and dad for us children. People give them food to mom and dad for us children.
Oh, wow.
Mom cooked pasta every single day. I eat pasta every day. I eat leftover bread and milk every single night. We grew up poor, but guess what? I had no idea I was poor. With my brother and sister, they are all around my age, we say, did you know that we were poor when we were young?
Well, because you really weren't poor, Bruno.
No,
I mean, you weren't. You had
we have
family
pasta,
and love.
we have love, we have family, we have a plate of pasta for lunch. I mean, when my mom was here 15 years ago, she's the one who, I didn't think about that. Not because they want to, but they never came to my mom. She's the one who said, but if he doesn't have dinner, why don't you give him pasta? It's automatically for her soul, for her love, from a mom, from an Italian mom, and say, yes. And how can I stop? How can I stop during the fire? How can I stop during the recession? How can I stop during 9/11? How can I stop during the coronavirus? It would not make sense to stop when the kids need it the most.
I was, because I follow you on social media, and almost every day you said, I can't stop. What propels you, Bruno? I mean, come on. I mean, I say sainthood is in your future, and I'm not kidding. But what propels you to do that, really? To do this every day, to go in and feed other people before yourself?
When today, I tell you, today I post something on my social. Is a photo of Mother Teresa of Calcutta holding a baby. And she said, there's a note on my Facebook and Instagram, it said, if you cannot feed 1,000, just feed 1.
I saw that.
I start with 1. I didn't start with 1,000. I tell people, I start with 1 pasta, 1 kid, 1 location, 1 city. Start with 1. Tomorrow you don't know how many you will have served.
This is a great point, Bruno, because a lot of times people are a little overwhelmed, right? They're like, how can I really help? I mean, a lot of people are doing so much. Just to your point and Mother Teresa's point, start with 1.
I did a speech in Italy to different, when I launched my book, it was called Power of Pasta. I done a lot of speech with a lot of students. And one was elementary school. All the kids were like 7, 8 years old. I told them, one kid stand up, he said, well, my mom gave a pasta every night to an older lady. I look at him and said, tonight, when you go home, give a hug to your mom on Chef Bruno and tell her, thank you for serving 1 pasta to an older lady. Do it 1. I tell people, don't start with 1,000, you'll be crazy. Start with 1. I mean,
you know, right? Don't do 1,000. It'll make you crazy.
I mean, I went from 1 to 50 to 200 to 300. I remember during the recession, when the Boys Girls Club director said, Bruno, I have a problem. I said, what's the problem? The kids doubling. I said, oh my God, I said, I cannot double the pasta. I said, I'm losing my restaurant. My restaurant lost 50%. I lost $1 million sales in 1 year. I was losing the restaurant. I was losing my house.
When was this? Was this back in like 2007, 2008?
2008, 2009, 10. That was 10 years for me. But double the pasta. I mean, from 300 to 600. And I went to 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Now we have 5,000 a day up to pre-coronavirus. But from 5,000, it went to 25,000 meal a day because we donated uncooked pasta by the thousands of pounds for people, the one who can cook at home can cook at home.
Let me ask you this. What year did you come here, Bruno, to the United States?
1980.
And you came because you had a dream, right? You wanted to come and do what? Make money?
No. I didn't come to stay. I came to learn English because I speak French. Like I told you, my mom and dad live in France for 16 years. I mean, I went to school there too. I speak fluently French, fluently Italian, because I'm Italian, obviously. And my sister married a GI, is serving in the army, my brother-in-law, and live in California. I call her up, said, do you mind if I come over for 2-3 months? I want to learn English. And when I go back to Italy, I can work in a resort area and make more money because I speak fluent English. But
I didn't know that about you, Bruno. I did not know that about you. Okay, so you came here to speak English, and is that when you worked at the restaurant?
Okay, the first week, I tell you the beginning. The first week, it's okay. How can I learn English? Let me watch TV. I remember I was watching the show, Laverne and Shirley, right? You remember the show?
Yeah,
I was watching that show, and also I Love Lucy. It was another show, and I was listening to the record, because we didn't have CD then, the record of Barbara Streisand. Why Barbara Streisand? Because Barbara Streisand is a very clean English language when she sings. Like, when for me to learn English from somebody who has a clear English voice, and Barbara Streisand, when she sings Memory, stuff like that, for me, it was easy to catch the English. That's why I was listening there. But after 2 weeks, I look at my sister and say, I've been working since the age of 14 years old, 15 hours a day. I cannot stay home, watch TV, and listen to music to English only. I say, is there anything else I can do? I say, well, you know what? There's a French restaurant in Brea called La Vie en Rose. Just opened. They are French. You speak French. Okay, well, let's go try. We go there. She speaks English for me because I did not speak English. And the general manager said, well, I don't care if he speaks French. I don't care if he speaks Italian. I don't care if he knows the professional business 100%. If he doesn't know speak the English, the only position is a dishwasher. My sister was embarrassed to translate it to me. And I look at her, I was like, what's the dishwasher? I said, washing dishes in Italian. I said, oh, cool. She said,
oh, really? So you were a dishwasher initially. I love it. Well, you got to do what you got to do, right? So you're making some money.
I was happy to work in America in a French beautiful restaurant. After 2 days, I got my first promotion, busboy. Hey, I was so excited because to be a busboy, I was able to see customer and see the food on the plate. That's my job is professional waiter then, right? Besides also to be in the kitchen, but on the front of the house is huge team. After 1 year, I was promoted as a waiter. After 3 years, I was a general manager.
I love that. That's it. So what? You stayed. Mama must have been so upset. Right over in Italy, she wouldn't be able to see you. So what did you do? That when you were working?
I called her on Sunday, only on Sunday, because it used to be $3.50 a minute. Then $3 a minute. I didn't have that money. I mean, I used to call from my sister landline, talk to my mom for 5-6 minutes. That's it. And I go to see her once every year and a half, 2 years. That's it. But my mom, the day I left, when I thought I was going to America, my father was mad. My father said, you didn't ask my approval. I said, Dad, if I ask your approval, you will tell me no. But when I told my mom cried. She said, I'm sad because you're leaving, but I'm happy because you're going to be with your sister.
Yeah.
She was taking, she was happy. She was happy the fact that then I was keeping company to my sister because my mom loved 7 children. She loved me the most, obviously, but my other brother.
Oh, I know that, Bruno. I mean, look at the and when she came here, obviously years later, she stayed with you, and she must have been so proud of your restaurant by then, right?
One of the reasons then I rebuilt the restaurant, because years ago she came the first time she saw the White House when I owned it. She was on the 2nd floor and she was doing a little dance. I own the restaurant. And it was so funny because my mom is the most humble woman in the world, farmer, shepherd. She was 9 years old, working as a shepherd herself with my grandfather. I mean, when I say, Mom, the restaurant is yours, she did a little dance. I mean, just the memory to have her dancing in my restaurant, I had to rebuild it. I say, the memories to be in it.
There's something about the Italian mamas, because my mom has passed, and I think about her many, many times a day. And so much of what I do is fueled by her, the same way that Caterina fuels you. She's inside of you. I think this is why you can't stop, Bruno.
Before she passed, I used to Skype her every single morning, first thing I do. And then it's cheap, it's free. I was able to stay 30 minutes on the phone. I always say, the day I met the person who invented Skype, I give a French kiss because can you imagine to be able to see your mom every day?
I
The
know.
phone only once a week, 3 minutes only. I mean, I was able to spend 30 to 40 minutes on Skype every morning before I go to work.
Oh, that's beautiful. We tried to teach my parents. They couldn't figure it out. So fortunately, at least I would talk to them on the phone. But that was always very difficult. They're like, wait, how can I see you? You're in California. We're over in Florida. I said, don't worry about it. Just come visit for a month or two. And that's what we would do. Let's talk a little bit about what else that you're doing. The Welcome Home program. You also have something, the Anaheim Union High School District, right? A hospitality program. We talk a little bit about that. And then we're going to talk about San.
I mean, feeding the kids, it was my first program of Caterina's club. But I realized then a lot of those families, I said, why those families live in a motel room? I was trying to understand because I didn't know why. Then I started to investigate. People say, well, you have a prostitution, drug addict, drug dealer, but you also have a very poor family, a very good family who live in a motel room. I say, why they live in those motels? He said, well, because they don't have the first and last month deposit to move out. It's like, yeah, because the motel room is not cheap. You have to pay daily rate. At the end of the month.
Are they paying a daily rate or are they being assisted? Because who can afford, I can't afford a hotel on a daily rate. I mean,
motel rate. Then when I started the program, it used to be like $30 a night, $35 a night. That means $1,200, $1,400, $1,500 a month. Now it's more $18,000 to $2,000 a month. But then the people was able to afford the rental fee to a small apartment with their family, but they did not have the deposit. I mean,
right.
I qualified the first family of 6, mom, dad, 4 kids, live in a motel room for 12 years. Think about it. 12 years in 1 bedroom. And when I figured out that, I thought it was ridiculous and shame in our country that we have people live in 1 room 12 years with close to next to drug addict, dealer, drug dealer, etc., etc. I mean, I talked to the family and said, what happens if I pay you the first and last month deposit? Are you capable to pay your rent fee after? I say, yes, Bruno, that's my only promise, the deposit. I moved the
right, because they have no savings. I mean, so I'm sure you vet them to make sure that they could at least hold up an apartment, right?
Yeah, we need us to see their paychecks for 6 months. They need to make sure they clean, don't drug, don't prostitute, stuff like that. But what we do, we qualify them. They have to have children, because if you have no kids, I don't move you. I move you for safety of the kids from those bad areas. I mean, after I moved that, I start to move them every 2 weeks, 1 family. And we just moved 1 family last week, a woman by herself. She was on the verge to be homeless because she had to be evicted because she didn't have the first and last month to move out. We pay off first and last month to move out. That was family number 250. Every 2 weeks.
Oh my gosh. And this is called Welcome Home Project. And also the hospitality program. That's another program you've got, right? You're
because that's, in fact, I work very close with Anaheim school district because a lot of the kids, when they're teenagers, they cannot go back to Boys Girls Club. If you cannot go to the club, you can be on the street, on the parking lot. There's not a great environment. So maybe we should teach them how to work. I've been working since the age of 15, myself, 14.
Right.
I mean, I do a 3-month class with Anaheim student from the school district. We teach them the people decide to be chef or to be on the dining room. We divide them, my own crew, teach them to be a chef, a waiter, busboy, dishwasher. We do 3 months program. We graduate it. We help them to find a job. But after that, I'm taking 10 students for 3 months on the training, work with customer in my restaurant. But they have to change.
Oh, I love that. Oh, that's incredible. You're really setting these kids on a path for their lives, Bruno. This is beautiful. Yeah. This is beautiful. Like I said, sainthood. I really am not kidding. I'm now going to, every time I write on anything you do, I'm going to put saint, because that's what I have to say. A couple of things. It's very exciting that we've established a little Italy in Los Angeles, and we want to invite you to come and spend time with us there. And maybe even open a little restaurant there. I mean, sometime in your future. Wouldn't that be exciting?
I'm already busy. Thank you so much, but I can come over anytime you like.
Yeah, that would be really, really exciting. But what do you have to say about the Italian spirit and the people who came over? Many of the Italians who came through San Pedro, they were fishermen, and very much like in the southern Italy area. I mean, there's a large concentration of Italians there.
Yeah, I've been there a couple of times. I can see a restaurant every day.
Yeah.
Italian people there, yeah.
Yeah. So, what do you say about the not the Italian spirit only, but the spirit of when people come to America, Italians who come to America and make a great living in?
My great grandfather came to America in 1890 to New York because obviously he was trying to make some money. And with that money, he was able to send at home and buy some sheep and some cow. And I mean, in the blood of an Italian who came to this country to look for opportunity. I think America will not exist without the Italian. That is what my philosophy is. I mean, my great grandfather is one of them who came to New York to work, stay 3-4 years, be able to get money, buy cow, buy sheep, and start his own life in Italy. And that's where my grandfather and my mom came from after that. I mean, the Italian community is well known around the world. To a traveler, I mean, I don't think there's any more traveler than Italian to be put some things. Little Italy is everywhere. I mean, LA will be amazing to see that because the Italian community, they are very well together. I mean, I call Italy every morning. All my family live there. With the coronavirus, I'm concerned about my family. Verona is only an hour drive from Milano, where the epicenter of coronavirus is there. I mean, we are so close to each other. I mean, my mom and dad was good to put brother and sister together, but the community of Italian people is love, passion, food. I mean, like you mentioned earlier, when you sit down for lunch, it's 5 hours lunch. It's not half an hour. If you do a Christmas lunch, it's 12 hours.
There's no doubt, and it always seems like there's more and more people filling the table. So also, I'd like to encourage people to pick up your book, The Power of Pasta. That's a beautiful book. That's still out there in print. And I don't know, Bruno, we'd love to thank you for being an honorary citizen of Little Italy, Los Angeles. We're excited about.
No, talk about Italian, my friend. It's like I'm lucky to have met some of the most amazing, world famous Italian people.
Oh yes. Before I let you go, let's talk a little bit about some of the famous people that have walked through your restaurant.
Okay, well, probably the most famous person I had a chance to give her a kiss 2 times. Met her 2 times. I got the chance to be best friend with her son, is Sophia Loren. When you meet Sophia Loren, you meet the Statue of Liberty of Italy. Absolutely. And the day of the fire, she called me personally to say, I'm behind you, be strong and everything, to give me encouragement. To have Sophia Loren, think about Sophia Loren to call you to encourage you because she saw on TV that you lost the restaurant. That is what Italian is all about. Yes, Roberto Baggio is the most famous soccer player of Italy. He did the first page of my book, text me every week. Alessandro Del Piero, which is a Juventus Italian national team soccer player, which just opened a restaurant in Beverly Hills. Unfortunately, it's closed like me. It's called Number 10. But Alessandro Del Piero is also an amazing Italian human being. I mean, Andrea Bocelli, he came to my restaurant and loved my food too. I mean, I have so many Italian people. I met Pavarotti, obviously, before he died. The Italian men that I met and I share, they are not star or famous. They are just Italian good people. That's what I love about our Italian community. They don't have the nose up to the hair. They are kind and nice. They look, the name I mentioned, Sophia Loren, Roberto Baggio, Andrea Bocelli, Alessandro Del Piero, and more and more and more. I was like, wow, like that is a kind people, nice people. The Italian love, the Italian community, the Italian passion that we have. Give us peto spaghetti, a good glass of red wine. We are happy. Forget about the corona,
Absolutely. And next time Andre comes to your restaurant, would you let me know? Because I'd love to show up. I think he's lost. I listened to him perform on Easter and my heart just melted. And of course, we saw him last year at the Bowl with his son, so talented. So
they honor him at Paramount Studio from a See Me Foundation. She honored him and she honored me on the same day. She was honoring people who love their father. Andrea loved his father because when he got blind, his father was a big part of his life. And they honor me because they feel like I was a father of 5,000 kids, right? Obviously in a good way. And I mean, I got the chance to talk and met him, and also Elvis Presley's wife was there, Priscilla, and everything. But I had a chance to meet some of the most famous people around the world, and then I feel like the Pope, as you know, already mentioned it. It's already, I feel like, but all those Italian people that I met, they are really full of passion, full of love, you know.
Well, they love you, Bruno, for all you do. I can't thank you enough for taking the time, because I know as soon as we're done here, you're running over to the restaurant and you're actually helping to prepare the meals for literally thousands of people this afternoon. I love you, Bruno. Thank you so much for coming on with us. Thank you. And could you give a shout out to your foundation and how people can look you up?
Sure. But if you cannot find me, because people doesn't remember Caterina's, go to Anaheim White House restaurant, look at my site, because Caterina's Club is there. You press Caterina's Club, which is www.caterinasclub.org. This is my foundation name. I mean, look for Bruno Serato. You will find Caterina's Club somewhere, because it's everywhere next to me, anyway.
Thank you for everything you're doing.
Viva la pasta!
Viva la pasta! And you're just such a wonderful human being. Like I said, sainthood. So thank you, everybody, for being on our podcast today. Little Italy of Los Angeles. I am Deborah Zara Kobylt, and honored to present Bruno Serato. And we will see you next time. Thank you, Bruno. Much love to you.
Ciao.
Bye-bye. Ciao.